Hey kids, welcome to Digital Sunday School. This is a brand new format and I hope the parents are tuning in too. We wanted to, real quick before we start, unpack the Sunday School kit. So, hopefully your parents got a box that looks a little bit like this. Inside this box is going to be all the things you need for Sunday school for the next 4 weeks. We're doing a whole series called the Living Chrismon. That's what the adults are talking about in Sundays in the sermon series. And so you guys are going to go through the same stuff in Sunday school. So first thing I want you to notice is the Advent candle. The white box, and then there should be a box of candles. All right, so that's where your Advent candle. Also, you'll find your Advent devotion printouts are also slid right in there. So you put those off to the side. Then you'll see the Chrismon tree. You've got a felt Chrismon tree. So what you do is you'll attach that with command strips. I think we'll tell you how to do that later in the video. And then you're going to see 4 very special felt Chrismon ornaments. And so each week we're going to take one of these and put them on our felt tree. So you get to find a place in your house to put up your Chrismon felt tree. Then it's like an unboxing from an influencer.
Each box that you guys get will have some glue and markers. Parents, you be the judge of this, whether you want your little ones to have markers. I know that Amos will be using crayons, so feel free to hide these if you don't want anybody getting their hands on them.
Then, depending on the ages of the kids in the house, you'll either see one bag that says week 1, week 2, week 3, or you'll see 2 sets of bags. There's some for the younger kids and for the older kids. We have the 2 classroom sizes. And so for the younger kids, each bag, and so each week, you're going to grab the one that says week 1, or what does it say on the other one, week 1?
For the older kids actually have their name written. So if you're a family, so for example, this is the Keith family. So they will have a box with all the bags in them. The younger kids will get their bags, and then the older kids have their names on their bags. So you'll look for your name on the bag, and then you'll look for the week that you're doing. So for example, this is going to be week 1 for Ethan, and so he's going to find his activity right in the bag, and then Sam and Amelia will find their activity in their bag for week 1 as well.
All right, and that's how the Sunday School kits are going to each week at 10:30. We're going to drop a Sunday School digital video. They're going to be short videos, maybe 10 minutes, that will explain how the craft works, tell the Bible story, put our ornament on the Chrismon tree, and then we'll leave you guys to do the activity with your parents and with your brothers and sisters. We miss you so much. We're so glad that we are able to do this in this way, that we can still reach you guys. But so let's get started for Sunday School.
Hi everyone. So Liam, Amos, and I are here to show you what we can do with the Chrismon tree. So we told you that there will be a Chrismon tree in each of your packages. So you can take your tree and hang it anywhere in your home. If you don't have brick that's sticky like we do, we gave you guys some command strips. You can stick these to the back of the felt tree and put them anywhere in your house that you want to be able to see the Chrismon tree all the time. So today we put up our Chrismon tree, and Liam is going to put on the Cairo. It's the first Chrismon of our tree. So he's going to push it real hard, stick it on there, make sure it stays. Good job. So now we have the first ornament on our Chrismon tree. Hi. So we're going to read the story of Mary and Elizabeth. Do you guys remember when Mommy was pregnant with Ezra? Yeah? Do you guys remember feeling my tummy? Yeah? Could you feel Ezra moving around when he was little?
Probably. Baby? I think I can feel his elbows
You could feel his elbows poking out? Do you ever remember him kicking you from inside my belly?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did it feel funny?
Yeah.
Well, today we're going
when he was scratching your belly, it felt like he was tickling me.
Oh my goodness,
when
that's so funny.
When I felt your belly and he was tickling it.
Yeah? Well, today we're going to read about a story where there was another baby that moved around and jumped for joy inside his mommy's tummy. Are you ready to read it? It says, Mary visits Elizabeth. At that time, Mary got ready and hurried to a town in the hill country of Judea, where she entered Zachariah's home and greeted Elizabeth. When Elizabeth heard Mary's greeting, the baby leaped in her womb, and Elizabeth was filled with the Holy Spirit. In a loud voice she exclaimed, Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the child you will bear. But why am I so favored that the mother of my Lord should come to me? As soon as the sound of your greeting reached my ears, the baby in my womb leaped for joy. Blessed is she who has believed that the Lord would fulfill his promises to her. So in this story, Elizabeth's baby jumped in her belly because the baby knew that Jesus was the king. Isn't that cool? All right, and that is Luke 1, verse 39 through 45.
Hey kids, it's Pastor JJ here, and I wanted to tell you the story of the Cairo and where it comes from. You see, a long time ago, back in 312 AD, there was an emperor named Emperor Constantine, and he was about to go into battle. It was called the Battle of the Milvian Bridge. And at that battle, right before he went into battle, he had a vision from God. He looked up in the sky and he saw a symbol, and maybe Miss Sara can draw it for us. This symbol was two letters drawn on top of each other. First was the rho, which is actually looks like a P. And then there's the chi, which was like an X. And he heard these words from Jesus. He heard the phrase, with this symbol you will conquer. And he won the Battle of the Milvian Bridge. And so from that moment on, Emperor Constantine took this symbol and made it his military emblem. He put it on his shield, and he put it on his chariot, and he put it on his helmet. He loved this symbol because by that symbol he would conquer. Now what we know is that this X is Greek for C. And then this P is actually Greek for R. And it's the first two letters, CH and R, of the word Christ. So that's where we get the word Christ. Christ is Jesus' king. And that's the message that we got in our Bible lesson earlier this morning, is that Jesus is king. And so what we're going to do today is we are going to design our very own military emblem. But first, we have to find our letters of our name in the Greek alphabet. So I want you to reach into your bag and pull out your handout for this week for the Greek alphabet. Now you'll notice some of the letters are the same, like A in Greek is the same in English. But if you look at the C, it looks like an X. That's different. And the D looks like a triangle. So each letter is a little different, but some of them are the same. It's a little confusing. But what we're going to do is I want you to find the letters for your name and write out your name. You'll notice there's no J. A J is like an apostrophe, and so you can't use J. So I have to find...
JJ doesn't have a name in Greek.
I don't have a name in Greek. Mine's just two apostrophes. So I'm going to pick different letters, and what we're going to do is we're going to take letters from our name in Greek, and we're going to design our very own military emblem, our own symbol.
So I'm going to take the first two letters of my name, S and A. So I find the S on our worksheet, and I'm going to write the sigma for S. And I'm going to find A, which is the same as A in English. And I'm going to make a design to combine the first two and make my own symbol just like the Cairo. S and A. And this is my symbol that I've made from my name.
It'll go on your shield when you go into battle.
Yes, when I go into battle, all those battles that I engage in.
Oh, we got kids.
It's true. I should have battles.
Can I borrow those markers? I want to do my symbol. Now, because there's no J in the Greek alphabet, I am going to use the first two letters of my last name. So I'm going to use an M and an A. And so I look on my sheet, and an M is the same as it is in English. So I'm going to draw a big M. And then I'm going to do an A, which is the same as it is in English. And so I'm going to draw my A on top of the M, and I'm going to make a cool looking symbol like that. And that's my battle symbol that I'm going to carry into all those battles that I go into. But we thought it would be fun to make...
So now that you have made your super cool battle symbol and you know how to write your name in the first few letters of Greek, what we're going to do is we're going to put our logo or our Greek symbol onto the bag that's in your activity bags for this week. So you have your canvas bag, and you can take some of the markers that we gave you. And if you have fabric markers that last a little longer, you could use those. Or if you decide you want to use fabric paint to make it last a little longer, you could do that too. But we're going to take the markers and we're just going to draw our symbol onto the canvas bag. So you have something that you can remember, and you can talk to someone about it. If they ask, hey, what's that? What does that mean? You can say, this is the first 2 letters of my name in Greek on this bag. And maybe then you can use that as an opportunity to tell your friends what you know about the Chi Rho and the first 2 letters of Jesus Christ.
It stands for Christ, which means that Jesus is King.
Jesus is King.
All right, get to work.
Actually, that one looks really cool.